Hey, all my scrapbooking friends. I'm coming to you with another video, and this one is a YouTube hop with all of Traci Reed's Designs amazing creators. So don't forget to head over there and leave them a comment. All of the amazing creators are going to be down in my description below. So let's get started. We are working with the Equinox kit, guys. This is the epitome of a great fall transition kit, I guess you should say. Some gorgeous florals, some gorgeous like start of your leaves, gorgeous sunflowers, plaids, all of the best of Traci Reed, right? Those plaids that Traci Reed puts out, I'm telling you. So I have already, like most of you know, planned my page in Photoshop. So as you can see here, I've pretty much cut or printed my whole spread in parts and pieces on this one sheet, other than, of course, the die cuts, which are over there on the side. You've seen that. I was confused for half a second. I'm like, this is not a 6x8 paper. And then I forgot, oh yeah, you have the plaid as the border over here. So yeah, that's one thing I do absolutely love about digital. I can pick and choose what I want to use, and then not have all of the waste or a bunch of things sitting out that I'm just never going to use. I have so much physical product from when I was a physical scrapbooker. Like, don't get me wrong, I love all the embellishments and all that kind of stuff, but I severely get into a rut when the decision fatigue happens. And yeah, doing digital just helps me so much more. So on the back of this paper, I have used Traci Reed's 2 mixed media type of ordeals. That first one is like almost like a ring with some like glitter-ish things in there. That is where my paper is going to lay. It's almost like a coffee, cup stain. Here is my first mistake of the day. I should have went way over to the edge. I thought that tape was going to be under my paper, but no. We're just making this into a 7 by 8.25, and then you're going to see me try and get rid of this adhesive pretty much the entire spread. I could have just reprinted that edge, but, I'm a hardhead, so. We are going to mat this little picture of my 2 boys. This is a family photo shoot that I did last October, and I just haven't gotten to scrapbook all of the pictures. And I thought that this was a cute one of my 2 boys just messing with each other. This is what they do. And so you'll see, it's a little hard to see here because I'm a little bit too far away. But I did use her stitching to go on, to fake the stitching to go onto the page and then onto the photo. So it's a little hard to see on the photo. But when I matted it, there was a gap in that stitching. So I just took my pen and like made little marks to make it look like the stitching kept on going. And that worked pretty well. You can't even notice, right? Used her titles, which I love that Traci Reed's puts in titles. I mean, you guys, you get so much from Traci's kits, I'm telling you. But used one of her titles as this is like the golden days, pretty much. I use that as, my oldest is a junior in high school this year, and we are just soaking up every moment of our time with him that is left. It's crazy to think that this little boy was like just going to preschool, and now we're teaching him how to drive and all that good stuff, good teenage stuff, right? But mainly this page is really about my 2 relationship, and how when I had them 5 years apart, I was always worried that they would never have a close relationship. And honestly, these 2 boys are perfect. Usually little brothers, annoy, and yes, of course, he gets annoyed. And here I am using my adhesive eraser to try and get this off. It was not working on this paper, guys. This matte photo paper that I print on it loves the adhesive. It just takes right to that adhesive and it's hard to get off. But I just wanted to put that in there to show you that, even people that, scrapbook a lot make mistakes. So as I always feel like these videos, everything goes right, every single time. And that's just not how it is. So anyways, about the relationship and how I'm just so thankful that my oldest is pretty darn patient with my little guy, and my little guy has attached to just about anything that my oldest is interested in. There's a few things that, obviously my little guy's more interested in and he isn't, but they have the best relationship that I could ask for, honestly. My oldest will help my youngest and, all that kind of stuff. So, but yeah, so that's what this is about. I just wanted to use that plaid, and I felt like those colors went so well, but all the while trying to keep it clean and, but also use all these florals. So what I've done is just framed out that picture with these amazing florals. I just put them into silhouette, and I use the individual files that you will get and pulled them into silhouette and just duplicated them a few times so that I would have a few of each one, because I wanted to keep mainly that yellow and orange consistency with a couple pops of blue. And then I put one little leaf falling down the page. As you can see there, I think I do switch that little, I don't know, what do you call those, little dashed line type thing. I also printed out a few little bit of the washi tape to put down there in the corner. Those are always fun. Like, it's just fun to see how realistic Traci can make some items. So I'm not sure what I'm thinking of right here. Sorry, guys. Oh, okay. I was trying to find what I had already printed out of this kit, because I felt like that corner was a little naked. So I just took one of her circle labels and cut it in half so that I have a place for a date. So I'm just going through the rest of the embellishments that I had already cut for this kit from my previous spread. I will end up putting the date in that spot. And so that that's what I was trying to figure out. I was like, where I was going to put the date, where I was going to put the journaling, because now that I've put that little guy there, I didn't want the journaling all at the top. So I ended up putting it down by the washi. You'll see here with, on some Mako, what is that? Mako transparency paper type thing. Looking for a sentiment stamp. I wanted to do like the first generation, second generation stamping you'll see here. And that one just says, I love this season. I love this season of life. My boys are almost completely independent at most of the time, unless they don't want to be. Again, I'm being like chauffeured around because my kid is learning how to drive. My youngest is starting to stay home by himself, so I don't have to drag him everywhere. It's a different, they don't tell you about all those different seasons of parenting. When you have the little, when you have the babies, they talk about that newborn stage and how hard it is, and, the sleep deprivation and all that kind of stuff. And they don't even tell you about, when these kids start doing sports and that you'll never, sleep in again. But also the, the pullback of your children and how much they don't need you, and, how you deal with that. I think all moms, go through that. I don't know about all dads. I think the dads love this stage, but the moms definitely go through the how to pull back and let your kids grow up and all that kind of stuff. So we're not going to get too emotional on this video, though. Gosh, I think we're going to save that all for next year, for the senior year, right? So, all right, just gluing those all down using my Barely Art glue. Love this glue. Honestly, I've had this glue for like a year at this point, and I'm not even a quarter of a way through this glue, guys. It's like the best glue ever. Get yourself some. All right, that needle tip is amazing. So, all right, we're almost about done with this, though. Like I said, I'm going to put, that little leaf falling down the page just to, keep bringing your eye down. Because obviously that top right is a little heavy, but that's why we needed to bring the washi tape down and, kind of create that triangle with the photo, the washi, and then that little label. All right, we've printed out our text here. Like I said, on just some Mako transparency paper, and this stuff pretty much melts right into your paper. I was just trying to figure out where I was going to put it. The only thing I will say is, like, don't use something sharp to do that. I'm always afraid that it's going to smear with my finger, and then I use a sharp object, and I'm like, no, don't do that. Just use your finger. It really doesn't smear. So, again, trying to just get more of that adhesive off. I'll work at that. But that is about it. Again, guys, don't forget to go check out all of the other scrapbookers on the Hop, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.